got 25 minutes. We got to go.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Happy Wednesday. Hump day.
Hump day. We're super excited to have you on with us. If this is your first time with Say That channel, we just want to say hello. How are you? Welcome to our show. Also, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and that notification bell so you can get more of these videos in the future. You don't want to miss them. We are all about, or unapologetically about, the ugly come up. So we all have, or at least in business and entrepreneurship. So we all have heard those stories about those people who have nothing and then they have massive success. But what happens in the middle? What happens during that ugly come up? That is what we're here to talk about. What's the mindset that you need to have? What are the pitfalls you need to circumvent? What are some ways that you can do what you're doing and get through this like middle part that we're all in?
Definitely. And a big part of how we like to, I guess, get that information across to you guys is there usually is a question for the day or a topic. We've had, in the past, we've had guests who come on and talk about their level of expertise or their market, whatever it is that they're working on. And a new part of the way we've been getting through or sharing that information is by checking out content that we have from different content creators who you guys have sent in. So today we're going to be doing another one of those, and we're excited to jump into today's topic or question. All right, so here it is.
What are the key TikTok marketing mistakes to avoid? I have to say, I love this topic. And my first reaction to this is like, yeah, like how are we using TikTok? Yeah. I know for me, Facebook and Instagram, I'm from that generation where it was like, oh my God, like you can get the word out. It's free advertising about what you do on Instagram. And then like all of a sudden TikTok came out and it was like, wait, people are using TikTok and marketing it and like drumming up huge followers, which to me adds up to more eyeballs seeing who you are and your brand. And people were just kind of like growing that in an exponential fashion. And then how could you, now that you have so many more people who are aware of you, then how do you monetize that? And then, okay, totally get that. And then what are the things that you should avoid doing? Because there are certain things I'm really used to doing on Instagram and for what it's worth, Facebook, but like TikTok doesn't like market that way.
Over. Yeah, that's a good point.
So I don't know if there's anyone else out there who has felt that way. And so it almost feels like you're like catching up and like learning a whole new system.
Yeah.
And so I'm here to just say I am with you on that journey.
No, seriously. And if you guys checked out last week's episode, we kind of talked about this a little bit where the young lady was kind of walking us through how the different platforms, essentially, I guess, how you should approach each platform. And I would say that this question is similar in the sense that one of the things that I know comes to mind is in most instances, a lot of us are looking to reuse content that we create. It could honestly feel like a second job, being a content creator, marketing for yourself through your business.
It is a job.
No, well, yeah, that's actually a good point because you could hire someone to do it. Yeah. But one of the things I have noticed, especially in trying to put different content on different platforms, is when you use things like hashtags, there are some hashtags where if you look at it on one platform, it can have a high reach, meaning that there are tons of other people who are using this hashtag. So your content will fall in there as well. And then on another platform, that same hashtag may not have the same level of, may not hit the same, may not have the same number of hits there. And so you may be copying and pasting thinking you're going to be getting the same market penetration, but you're not because your content is not hitting the right people. Or even the format's huge. Like on some platforms, you want to do short form. To Janelle's point, you know, a lot of people took off with the TikTok dances and different TikTok trends, which Facebook doesn't necessarily. I know there are some people who try and bring it across, but it's not the same on a Facebook where people are having to go through your landing page and then scroll through your page, you know, to see your content if it doesn't come up directly on their feed. So I definitely, just knowing the fact that the algorithms are different in terms of what it's going to put in front of people, I think that's one of the first things you can look at in terms of maybe avoiding a mistake that you're making with what you're doing in social media right now.
I love that. I think that, but that's an important piece to know. So I'm glad that you shared that.
Yeah.
I'll also say, and I don't know if this is something of something to avoid, but something that I've found, and so I'm working on it, is when you're using Instagram and somebody's like, okay, so for example, I had my master class, right? And so people were like, oh yeah, I want to join your master class. They could just go to the link in my bio and do that. Or maybe they'll DM me and I could put the link for the master class in
Yeah,
the,
DM, yeah.
and people clicked on it, no problem. If you go to the stories, you can post, hey, Michael. If you go to the stories, you can you can go to stories and put the link for something, whether it's a YouTube link, a link for a product, whatever, a website link. You can put that in the stories, so it creates less friction between
Yeah,
you
getting your transactions. Yep.
thing, right? Well, in TikTok, that as far as I know, I have yet to see that function. And if it's there, someone can please DM me and let me know
Facts.
because I am trying to figure that out. You can, they do have a, click link in bio for them. It's called profile. So you can definitely do that. But I would love a way that people could just like click on
Look
things
into it. Yeah.
and go. Also, the DMs in TikTok, you also can't post a link in the DMs in TikTok. It doesn't work that way either.
That's a great point.
Hey,
All right,
Carl.
guys. So let's jump into the content for today. So maybe we can get some of the questions we have answered. Guys, if you have questions, throw it in the chat below and we'll see what we can do at the end. All right, let's jump into it.
Here we go.
So TikTok and your business. Okay. So we want to market it on TikTok. It can be simple, it can be complex as you
Sell products on Facebook and Instagram when you start your online store with Shopify.
want it to be, right? You can use this platform, to make smaller introduction videos that connect with longer YouTube videos. Okay. You can utilize it to do storytelling. Storytelling is good no matter what platform you're on, so that you can build your brand, or you can showcase testimonials. It all just depends, but just know it's all gonna be super catchy. It's just I like watching TikTok videos. I just don't want to create TikTok videos, but I mean, just think about why you use it or why you go on it. But people spend lots. It is the number one platform. Okay. Instagram is great. Still, Facebook is still great as well. But TikTok is the number one platform when it comes to how many people utilize TikTok every single day.
Wow.
Okay. You could go look at the data, just search it, and you'll find that TikTok is number one.
Oh,
okay?
This is important.
A lot of users still use Facebook. Billions of people still use Facebook. But again, this is one of the platforms that is top rated. And, there are businesses on there still, killing it in the game. So, so definitely make sure, but it is going to be like your short form. You're going to think about creating short form, right? Think about the attention span of people today, why they're on TikTok, why they're on most social media is for entertainment purposes. But still, a lot of people learn, and through, ads and through just creating good content, you're going to gain followers, and, they'll purchase from you as well. Okay. So it's a different set that's going to be like your Gen Z users, who are still in school, right? So I'll talk about the hours and everything. All right. But what is most important is that you know and understand your audience. Just like we just said, you have to understand your audience because you're going to cater to them. Okay. Because you don't want to be all over the place. Think about your goals. So that was a great question to start us off. So think about those goals, what Tanea said in the chat. Think about those goals. Think about who your target audience is, as well. So that's gonna help you, because sometimes you might you might have a new course, right? So you're going to think about your audience, cater your course to them. Okay. So just think about what it is, your business goals, what you have coming out, and your audience. All right. TikTok, it's fast paced. Okay. So that meaning that trends are gonna come and they're gonna go quickly. Right. So that means that the interest is easily shifted. Okay. You'll need to use the analytics for TikTok, stay up to date. on the algorithms that change. So you want to be relevant. If you see a challenge out, if some
Yeah, you gotta
news
jump
comes
on it.
out or whatever, you want to stay on top of the trends with TikTok, okay? Because it's like the fashion, it's like the fashion scene, right? One season something's in, next season something's out, okay? So breaking into an audience here is a little harder. However, if you learn to collaborate with other people, that's a great way to break into your audience. So if two of you all are in the transportation industry, that might be a good way. Have a conversation, do a live.
That's
Um,
smart.
Yeah.
what so just think about what you can do with TikTok. And don't forget a big thing too with marketing on TikTok is you need to market your TikTok page too on your other social media,
Mm.
because I see that's how I usually will go follow somebody if I see that they posted the funny TikTok on their Facebook page. I'm like, oh, this is funny. They keep making these funny TikToks, so then I'll go following it. But I'm not on TikTok as much, but you will get my follow. You will get my follow if I see it on a different platform. So make sure you market it as well. Okay.
Mm.
Hello, Queen. Are you wanting
A
to
lot of
leave your corporate
commercials
job but
today.
worried about losing your income?
All right. So those are some things. So some things that you to do to market on TikTok. Show off your new products, new services that you offer. Um, Anytime you can get testimonials, y'all, it's just I mean, some of us been falling for that 3 a.m. testimonials on that weird channel, like when at and we done bought whatever product because they had testimonial at the
Yeah, the home
testimonial.
shopping
You like,
network
well,
is a
maybe
beast.
Yeah.
maybe this white handkerchief will work for me and clear up all my debt. Like y'all know y'all done see this. You're like, oh, let me get that water and let me sprinkle it on something. And you know what? My
Yeah.
business is just gonna take off. So like, because you see all these testimonials, and so that convinces you that, oh, I could do this too, right? So definitely have the testimonials, and because that's gonna help. That's gonna help. But even for social media, it helps you on your website too. So continuing, to showcase that. Right. So a lot of times I've seen where if I post a testimony about something, even my own personal testimony, people will back channel me. They'll send you a DM asking you about, this and that or whatever. So it it works. Even though people they may not like it or anything, you might not see it, but I promise you, you're gonna get those DMs. People are watching. They are watching. All right. Again, collaborate with other creators or other businesses. You are in a big group right now. You're in the EYLU platform. Okay. With all the opportunities, we have I put a post for put in your did I do Instagram? I don't think I did Instagram, but putting in your different links, your YouTube links. Um, yeah, we are putting your YouTube links there, your LinkedIn links, so that we can go in, follow each other, like each other's playlists, but also collaborate in the meantime too. So look who's in class, and reach out to people to collaborate.
Love that.
So,
I started
could you
a collaboration.
could you
And
pause it here, please? Just
I
hold it
do
there.
know.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, real quick. No, you don't have to take it off. I
Oh,
just wanted to go over each of the things that she's saying or that she has up on there. So if you switch over, so you see it says use for small form videos that you can connect with YouTube, right?
mhm.
Show off new products and services, showcase your testimonials, collaborate with creators, which she's going over right now, and then invest in storytelling on TikTok. And then it's funny because that's what Janelle was talking about, where she says link your other social media, a website, or your shop. So I'm excited to jump into that part here, what she says for that. So for anybody taking notes, please throw those up in the chat below.
Yes, please.
Anybody else who wants that? All right, sorry about that, Jay. All right, you can go back to it now.
Okay, cool.
Collab going on, and we're gonna be speaking at a conference next next month for a whole tech um conference. So, and I got another collaboration that I want to get together. So it's it's great when you collaborate, you can go faster. That's only if everybody's working together. So make sure you get with the right person, the right people, so that that y'all grow together. Okay. Um, and then yeah, you want to make sure that you link your other social media, your website, your shop. Make sure you use the link. Okay, if you use Linktree or Milkshake, there are different link apps, but you want to get kind of like, if your website is your one place where you want people to go, that's fine. But make it somewhere where you can convert people. Okay, if your website's not ready, like ready, use Linktree, Milkshake. So then you can put where you want them to go. Maybe it's a lead generator. Okay, but you definitely want to make sure you link your social media, or link your lead generators. Okay, and that might change depending on what you're posting. It might be a 24-hour post and you're like, hey, I want you all, I'm running a special right now. Hit the link, hit the link in the bio.
Yeah, and then you can just funnel people right over. All right, so guys, no worries. We'll make sure we'll link that video at the end for anybody who wants to go back over that. But what do you guys think of what she had to say? Janelle, you're muted if you want to share.
I think it's very helpful, the things that she said, especially the collaboration bit. I know that's something that I haven't done yet.
Yeah.
And so I think that's something that's actionable that I can do pretty easily. Also, like, who loves talking to themselves? Like, right? Like, I'm like, oh my God, yes, if I could talk to someone on a live, to me, that's a lot easier than just like staring at a camera and like, talking. Even when you have people engaging and like responding in the comments, it's just easier when you have, look at me and you, right? Like, we're doing it together, right? So I'm really eager to actually
collaborate with people.
Yeah, collaborate with people and take that into action.
So guys, I think if you combine what she specifically talks about in this one, and again, just go back and check out last week's episode about understanding like your niche and those areas, I think to the points she made in this video, you can definitely take whatever you're doing in terms of your marketing to a completely other level. I know that in helping Jeannie build or work on her Instagram platform, even when we were looking at how things grew there, it's not the same in terms of on TikTok, to that point about how the videos translate, and then things like frequency. But everything has a learning curve, so I know at some point she'll crack that one as well. But it's really interesting to learn all these things.
For me, I love that she said like it's a different algorithm than Instagram, right? Because like it's similar to what you said in the very beginning. I know I grew my TikTok way faster than I ever grew my Instagram, like 100%. So I think it's completely worth it. I'm knocking on the door to 900 followers in a matter of six months. I would say some people have done it faster, but for me, it's just the fact that the algorithm is different. And I was just consistent. I literally have that exact same consistency on Instagram, and in the same amount of time have only built up like 150 new followers. So
really? Wow.
So you can really see the difference. Actually, no, that's 250. Sorry, I checked it this morning. Sorry.
Okay.
Not to down, but yeah, 250 in 6 months on Instagram. Brand new account because my account got hacked versus TikTok. So I honestly think that she's right. It's a great way to put yourself. If you're new in the business world, or if you've been in business for a long time, I do think that you're losing out by not putting yourself on TikTok. You might as well, right? It's
Absolutely.
free.
And it's funny because I know I mentioned it earlier about the dancing, and she talks about the trends and things like that. I would say that you don't have to do those things in order for you to market your business or share your vision. If you're somebody who speaks, you're an author like Janelle, if you want to share whatever your masterclass. But I also think it's helpful to that point, show people that side of you to allow, again, to attract people. You don't even have to do the dance well. You're not even looking at it for that. You are just looking at it so people go, oh, I want to know more about that person. Or,
right.
If you can get one other person to take a look at your page, it can make a huge difference. And to answer the question we had earlier, you heard she said if you have a few spots that you want to get people to, then like a link tree, which we've used and talked about in the past, would be really helpful, because you can have a multitude of links on Linktree. and then just on your page or in your Instagram or your TikTok, excuse me, just have the one Linktree link right up there.
I'm a fan of Linktree. Although, what she say, this milkshake thing, I'm about to check that out. Also, I know people use Shuffle.
And there's Tag. Does Tag have a link though? Remember
I'm
that
not
one
sure
that
about
touches the back of the phone, touches your back of your phone, and it comes up on your. Okay, there are a ton of different. I know there are a ton of things like that.
Yeah. So I agree though. Like whatever can get people to like just see the stuff that you have. I think that's really important.
So Jimmy does
But it
have
looks,
a point.
yeah. See, exactly. So I totally forgot what I was going to say, but I think it's really important to even know that, to distinguish between the two. You cannot DM someone and put in your link. You literally have to tell them to go to your profile and click on that link. So it's important to know though, right? But once they do, I mean, that's it. And the call to action should be check the link in bio or like link in profile. That's the call to action.
And guys, one other cool thing is a lot of these platforms are constantly upgrading and innovating. As people who were on Instagram earlier on, I can tell you the way it is now and the functionalities of how you can shop and click, but that was not how it was when it first came out. So similarly, TikTok may obviously also have upgrades and integrate different technologies once patents clear and things like that as well. So Janelle points is it's big to stay on top of whatever platform you're using, what the full functionalities are that they are. And I would encourage you guys to use YouTube and find other content like what we shared today that talk about the platforms. There are a lot of people who that's how they add value to the marketplace, is by giving you tutorials for free on what you can do with platforms, your devices, all those kind of things.
Yeah. I love YouTube University for that. It's really helpful.
Say that.
Well, I love it. This has been such a great episode for me personally. I know I've learned a lot. So we loved having all of our guests on. And if you're watching the recording, please comment and let us know about how you've been using TikTok, because we'd love to hear what you have to say, and we look at all of them and respond. So please do
Absolutely. Until we talk to you guys, as always, remember, you deserve the good life.
Say that.
We'll see you guys next week. Peace.